It's Dolly. Welcome to my channel, Scrapping on the Go. This process video, I am going to recreate this layout from the Close to My Heart September-October catalog using Bloom with Grace products. And I have those right here, and we'll go over those in a minute. I am a consultant, or now we're called makers, for Close to My Heart. I will have the link listed below. In each of their catalogs specialty catalogs that they put out every 2 months, they will focus on 2 to 3 collections. And you can buy workshop kits, you can buy card making kits, you can buy individual products, specialty card stock that goes with it, mix it collections that will also coordinate with the collections that they are promoting those particular 2 months. And I so much fell in love with this Bloom and Grace. It is a beautiful autumn collection. You could even use this for springtime, and it's bright, vibrant, but has that feel of either spring or autumn. So one of the things that I can tell from these strips of paper here, these are the zip strips from the top of the 12 by 12 papers, and you just need to cut them. Let's say you've already used your zip strips. If you already purchased this collection, then you have some of the pattern papers, just cut them a 1/2 inch. And that's what I did here. Oh, let me move this to the side and this. So here are my zip strips that I had left, and then I just took the pattern paper. You can tell this is not one of the zip strips or branding strips, because see, it's a different length. So I just took my paper and cut 1/2 inches, and then same here. And then I have some of the cardstock. So this is the espresso. This is the new yellow color. I can't remember, but if you want to know, just leave a comment below. I'm going to double map my photograph so you can see my photographs smaller. Paper, pattern paper, and then my 12 by 12 daisy white cardstock, which, man, I so love that paper and have for years. Even before I became a consultant, I had a friend and I would get a bulk amount. And then here are those wood pieces. That's part of the collection. And then I took from my scrappy stash the little bitty sparkles. I want to add some of that. Like I said, I have this stamp set, so I off camera already pre-stamped this, and then I'm going to color them in either using the Tim Holtz paints that we now sell with Close to My Heart, or I am going to use the Tri-Blend from Spectrum More that we also sell from Close to My Heart. And if you've not seen that stamp set, you can tell I have used the heck out of this and making some cards as well. So that's the stamp set here. All right, now I am going to pause this video, create my layout, and then come back and explain my whole process. All right, just give me a minute. Okay, I'm back to show you my finished layout. Remember, I was using this layout as my inspiration piece. I told you from the get-go I would not scrap lift it exactly like this, because I always have to put my own twist, even if I have the same exact papers and stamps and stickers, because I have every one of those pieces of paper in my collection. This is and stamp set. This is what I came up with. Isn't this cool? This is awesome. All right, I didn't change anything. I had all my 1/2 inch strips here and zip strips. You tuck them under the main pattern paper, and this sunflower pattern paper was a 6 by 6, and then I just placed it over here, added, that it's a diamond, for both these points to meet. And then I just trimmed all that paper off. On this side, this cardstock here from Close to My Heart, which is the espresso, and this is the dark side, I cut that cardstock 4x4 and did the same thing, placed it over here, but I made it just a little wonky. Okay, so it's not perfectly angled as this side. It's a little bit off, and I did that on purpose. Then I took those 1/2 inch strips and just tucked them in underneath here. And it's up to you. You get to decide how much you want peeking out. You could make this an 1/8, a 1/4. You can make them all different. And I just eyeballed it. I did not use any type of T-ruler whatsoever. So that was the first step I did, was do both these angles here. The next thing I did was trying to decide if I want the photograph landscape or portrait. And I decided to go this direction. You've seen that I had pre-stamped this off camera, and then of course I colored it off camera. And that's why I have all the ink pads here so that you can see what I used. So I used my little paintbrush, the fine tip, and we sell these at Close to My Heart. Mine are fairly old. I've had them a long time, but we have them over there with Close to My Heart. So I used that, and to color in these areas right here of the sunflower, I used the Distressed Oxide in Wild Honey and Fossilized Amber, so that it had the two-tone. Now, I have used the chiffon yellow as well, a little bit over here. So they're very, very close, whatever you have in your collection. And then I think I used the fossilized amber to set that off. So that's that choice. And I just did that. Oh, and then for the leaves green, I used, oh, let me get it out so I can remember. I used the pine needles, and that's what the leaves are. And right in here in the boot is the Distressed Oxide. Now, if you let this dry, and I did not overwater it, and you can definitely tell because this is not warped at all, you could go back over it and make it even darker to look more like this. Or you can leave it more watercolor looking. That's all based on the amount of water and the number of applications that you placed. Then for the brown part here, I used my Tri-Blend Spectrum Norman blend. And so I used the light side here. This is the light side. And then for here, I used the dark side. I didn't use the medium at all. So I used the dark for right in there. All right. Now, for the Bloom with Grace stamp here, let me show you, which is right here. And the ink I use, which I am so in love with, our new ink called Cinnamon. It is perfect for fall, even in the future doing guys layouts, men's layout, any type of brick kind of background. I can't wait to play with this using, I have a brick type stencil. It will look awesome. Sorry for keep moving my finger around. I love this new Cinnamon ink color. Okay, underneath my boot here is the Saffron, and I used this stamp right here that comes with Bloom and Grace, and just placed that right underneath, and I second generation stamped that. So I don't think I kept my first, so I inked it up, stamped it on a scrap paper, and then my second stamp I placed here, so it's a little bit lighter. The first generation would look a lot darker. Okay, this arrow here is from the Bloom and Grace wood shape. So that's the arrow, and I just used, again, I made it kind of rustic looking and just used my paint little brush here. took a little bit of the ink off there and just transposed it. I didn't want to say that. Applied it a little bit to get kind of that distressed look. This sticker right here came from the sticker sheet. And remember, I told you I purchased the workshop kit, so I had a full set of this, and then I got another set when I purchased just the paper with the sticker sheet, because I used every one of these stickers with the kit except for a few of the little succulents, these little leaves. So that came from right here, that sticker sheet. Placed it right there. All right, so the only item that wasn't part of Close to My Heart is my title here. And these alphas are from Bella Boulevard, and they're a couple years old. I didn't have another E, so I took an F and I MacGyver it using a J. So there's my J. So I cut it to use that. Yellow isn't a color I use a lot for a title, but it works perfect with this collection. And my layout is complete. All right, I appreciate you all. Get out your photographs, document those memories in a fun, creative way. Give me a thumbs up to let YouTube know that people do like seeing my crafty videos of scrapbooking. And we will see you next time. Have a fabulous day, week, and keep coming back. But most of all, like I said, get out those photographs, document those memories in a fun, creative way. If you're interested in any Close to My Heart products, I will have the link listed below. We'll see you next time. Bye.